What's going on? Here's Joebba the Hutt from Joebba's Palace. Here with a movie review for The Monkey. So I saw this movie last night. It's about a week after the movie came out. I think it's doing pretty good at the box office. So this will be light spoilers, nothing too crazy. I don't want to ruin the movie before people have a chance to see it, especially if you don't have time to get to the theaters. So let's get into it. I'll let you know what I thought about it. So the director of this is Osgood Perkins. He directed Longlegs, which came out last year. Big Nicolas Cage movie, you know, him just being crazy. I have not seen that movie yet, so maybe we can compare them later on when I get a chance to watch it. So this will be like light spoilers, but nothing too crazy. I don't want to ruin the movie if people haven't had a chance to see it. It's his take on Stephen King's short story, The Monkey, this new film, with James Wan producing, delivering a horror film that sidesteps genre cliches while fully embracing its own chaos. The result, a bizarre, sometimes conflicting mix of slapstick gore and psychological horror that entertains, even if it doesn't always land. The premise is simple but effective. A cursed organ grinder monkey is passed down through a family, killing randomly whenever its key is turned. The film doesn't dwell on explaining the how or why, it just happens, and the characters and audience are left jumping to conclusions. The focus is more on the characters and their trauma than the mechanics of the curse, which at times can work in its favor and allow the audience to explore the human drama at the film's core. Despite dealing with grounded themes, deadbeat dads, childhood trauma, and loss, the movie itself is anything but grounded. What starts as a relatively straightforward horror film quickly spirals into absurdity, embracing an over-the-top style that feels akin to Final Destination. The difference? Those movies know exactly what they are. The Monkey sometimes struggles to balance its gory spectacle with its slapstick undertones. Here, the slapstick horror tone makes for a fun, if sometimes conflicting experience. The kills are over-the-top gory, but the humor keeps things from getting too grim. The tonal shifts can be jarring, though, and while there's clearly some good use of practical effects here, there's also some poorly executed CGI sequences, specifically during the film's final act. Theo James does some heavy lifting in this one, shining as the lead Hal, narrator, and mysterious estranged brother Bob, who we mostly interact with over the phone until the inevitable crescendo. James is a triple threat here, anchoring the madness with a compelling performance. Tatiana Maslany, who we know from She-Hulk and honestly more Orphan Black because she's amazing in that show, is equally strong in her limited screen time, adding a mix of depth and humor to a film that could have easily been overwhelmed by its more ridiculous elements. As for The Monkey itself, it looks both majestic and terrifying, making for an effective horror centerpiece. The twist was predictable, at least for me, but the overall plot is solid, as you'd expect from a King story, even if it leans into its absurdity a little more than expected. Ultimately, The Monkey is more goofy than I expected, and doesn't always find the right balance between humor and horror. A bloody, bizarre ride that doesn't always hit the mark, but entertains nonetheless. Final rating, 6.5 tense drum beats out of 10. Thanks, guys, for watching. This is Joebba the Hutt from Joebba's Palace. So our bread and butter is action figure sales and reviews and stuff like that, but I do a lot with movies. You know, I watch a lot of movies, TV shows, big MCU fan, big horror fan, stuff like that. So let me know how you guys like the video. If you guys have any constructive criticism, that's totally welcome. And let me know if there's any other movies you want me to cover. All right, guys, have a good one. Peace out.